Okay. I think the reason I don't have any fears about my lack of background in the state government is, first of all, I've had background in the Congress, I've had background in the UN, I've had background at a local level, all of which are kind of assemblies, and so I know how assemblies work. And one of the reasons why I appreciate Tom Murphy is that he's a strong leader of an assembly, and I would work with him. When the Congress had strong leaders like Sam Rayburn or Carl Vinson as the committee chairman, the president could go to the Congress and get almost anything done. Because as Sam Rayburn would say, they would sit down, they'd break out a bottle of bourbon, and they would sit there until they solved it. But with the Congress is now democracy run wild. And nobody can make a decision. You got 435 chiefs. And so one of the reasons that everything comes out of Congress backwards is there's no real leadership. Now, I know it may seem controversial, but I appreciate the strong leadership of Tom Murphy. And I would much rather have to deal with him as one strong leader than to deal with 185 people, each one trying to go his own way. And I've dealt with Tom Murphy on Underground, on the Dome, and everything I've tried to deal with Tom Murphy on, when we have sat together, and one, I don't mind listening. I don't believe I know it all. And I don't mind learning from somebody that's a little older and a lot wiser. But I think I have a point of view that can challenge him also to think about things in a different way. And when we have sat together, we've usually come to an agreement. And everything we've ever come to agreement on, he's able to deliver on. And that's one of the reasons why I would feel very comfortable running the state government, because I wouldn't be running it by myself, and I wouldn't be trying to run it against Tom Murphy in the state legislature. I would be trying to run it with him. And I see myself bringing another point of view and another dimension to a system which is already functioning. And if I can stimulate it to function a little faster or go a little further in some direction or other, that'd be the most I could help. But the success of Georgia is never going to depend on the legislature. The legislature is going to have $5 or $6 billion that it's going to divide up. We ought to be bringing in $20, $30 billion of private money a year into Georgia. And nobody can do that like a governor that knows where money is and how money is invested. And one thing about being controversial and having been around the world speaking my mind, I can pick up the phone and call almost anybody in the world, and they'll take the call. If I go almost anywhere in the world and ask to see anybody, I get in. And that's been an exceptional asset for us in Atlanta, particularly when people are making decisions. In fact, I was sorry that I didn't find out about that chip company until it came out in the paper. But the day I found out about it, I got on the phone and called a couple of my friends who were CEOs who happened to be on the boards of the companies making the decision. It was just too late because the decision had already been made. But on IBM, Charlie Loudermilk happened to be a classmate at North Carolina of the vice president at IBM who was making the decision about where to put the building. And when Charlie mentioned to me that he knew him, I got him to set up dinner. And we had dinner, and IBM was not sure where it was going. But after dinner, we not only got a commitment that it would be in Atlanta, but we got a commitment that it would be in Atlanta on a MARTA stop. And that's one of the reasons why we have the IBM building where it is.